So all eyes are on Australia right now, and for good reason. This is the hate crime bill right here. I've been reading through it for like 3 days, and despite this document being rushed through Parliament off the back of an Islamic terror attack, it doesn't mention radical Islam once. 144 pages, no mention of radical Islam, no mention of Islamic terrorism. I thought maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe they're using the kind of language and I'm just not seeing it. So I gave the bill to ChatGPT and I asked, how does this bill deal with Islamic terrorism? This was the response I got. In short, it doesn't. It's designed to target right-wing or nationalist groups, but can also be used for general dissent. You can't criticize any protected class of people. You can't criticize government immigration policy. You can't really say anything. Every social political comment you make will potentially be illegal. If this bill gets through, it'll be the worst thing that's ever happened to Australia. It's worse than terrorism because it affects everybody forever. It'll transform Australia into a police state overnight. It could potentially result in thousands of people being arrested straight away as soon as it's passed. I don't even know where they're going to keep these people when they arrest them. Australia doesn't really have any room in its mainstream jails. Unless they've been building jails or internment zones in secret in preparation for this bill, that's very possible. But as I've been reading through this bill, a thought keeps occurring to me. I'm thinking, doesn't the government understand how unpopular this bill is going to make them? No sensible Australian is going to vote for them after this. So what are they thinking? Well, there's two answers coming to me. First, they're importing more voters. There's millions of people coming in from India, and this government is masquerading as the multicultural option. So they expect that new imported voting bloc to vote for them and keep them in power. So they don't care about falling out with the traditional working class, the usual voter base that they would have to appeal to, because they're just replacing them with immigrants. The second answer coming to me is we may not even make it to the next election, because this legislation would be very opportune for a government that's about to impose a large-scale psyop, something like COVID 2.0, but probably worse. I don't necessarily mean a pandemic, but they're locking this country down. This legislation locks Australia down. So we may not even be getting elections in the future. That's what this legislation is telling me. Like something big is in the works here. In conjunction with this, I sense that this year the government's going to try to lock down social media as well. They'll block access to some social media entirely. This is obvious because they're not able to effectively censor the information that's available to people. Everybody can see what a failure of a system this is. The information is freely available all over social media. People are working it out. They know there's a hand behind the government. They know where the money trail leads. They know who's really in charge. Everybody knows, and everybody's talking about it on social media. They have to lock that shit down, and they're going to try it this year. Crazy times, but this is our reality.